Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill 2023. The next obstacle will be the Rajya Sabha, where the bill will be tabled. Brute majority of the NDA in the Lok Sabha. The bill has passed very easily with a voice vote. You could see certain members of the Lok Sabha coming in from the India Alliance voice their objection. What is also interesting, we're going to play out the reasoning of the Home Minister on why this bill needs to be passed in Lok Sabha. It was also peppered with a massive punch where the Aam Aadmi Party or even Arvind Kejriwal is concerned. Without naming the Chief Minister, lots of attacks directed at the Aam Aadmi Party and the functioning of the Delhi Chief Minister. What's also interesting in all of this, viewers, is that Sushil Rinku, the only lone Lok Sabha MP of the Aam Aadmi Party representing the seat of Jalandhar, Punjab, has now been suspended for the rest of the session as well. This is the second suspension of the Aam Aadmi Party in the monsoon session. One is, of course, Rinku from Jalandhar, the Lok Sabha MP. Earlier, Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh was also suspended. But the news break that we are tracking now closely is the fact that the Delhi Ordinance Bill, the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill 2023, has been cleared by the Lok Sabha. The next hurdle will be the Rajya Sabha, but what it looks like, the numbers stack up there in favor of the NDA. I want to quickly pull in colleague Polumi Saha, who's going to be taking us through on what transpired in the Lok Sabha and what we can look at next. Polumi, interesting, because the Home Minister, along with just mentioning the reasoning on why this bill needs to be passed in Lok Sabha, it was an all-out attack on the Aam Aadmi Party as well, indirectly at the functioning of the Chief Minister.
Absolutely. This was an attack that the Home Minister, of course, targeted at the Chief Minister and the Aam Aadmi Party, basically saying that this is a party which is all about corruption and all they're trying to do is hide their corruption. They want, the rights to remain simply because they want to be able to carry on with their corruption, and they don't want any sort of vigilance. They don't want any sort of surveillance as far as those deeds are concerned. Remember that the Home Minister used this opportunity to attack the India Alliance as well, saying that this is an alliance which has been raising, in fact, concerns about Manipur throughout. Bills have been passed, 9 bills have been passed by this House in all of this time, before, of course, the Delhi Services Bill was passed this evening, just a short while ago. But during any of these bills, all you heard from the opposition benches was a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, a lot of sloganeering. They did not sit down. If this was about democracy, if this was about the country, if this was about the people of the country, weren't those other bills important as well? They also were important. They should have concerned you as well, because they concern the 130 crore people of this country. But you did not sit down tight, quietly. Right in front of me over here is what the Home Minister said. When it came up, it came to, of course, the alliance itself and keeping the alliance intact, because you want a small party like the Aam Aadmi Party as well to, of course, forge an alliance with you to give you strength as well, that you've sat down quietly and have participated in this discussion, which I welcome. But why wasn't this sort of participation seen when other bills were being tabled in the House? So he, of course, said that this was all about saving the alliance. This was all about trying to, of course, protect a corrupt party. He said that as soon as this bill is passed, the Aam Aadmi Party will be out of this alliance. Trust me, Arvind Kejriwal will say bye-bye to you. So this was a entirely political speech, an attack, an all-out attack against the Aam Aadmi Party. He even went on to say that in the past, earlier, when the Congress was at the centre and the BJP was in the state, or it was vice versa, the intent was to serve the people. They worked together and everything was hunky-dory. When, of course, did all of this sort of clash between the centre and the state begin? It started in 2015 when a party came to power which only wanted to fight and not serve the people of Delhi, and that is exactly why we're here today. Of course, the bill has been passed in the Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha will be the bigger test, because that's where, of course, the NDA will have to, of course, see that the bill passes through. But already, if you start looking at the numbers, Preeti, with the BJD, the YSRCP, the TDP, all extending their support to the NDA alliance as far as this bill is concerned, concerned, it's going to be smooth sailing there as well. Of course, the lone MP for the Aam Aadmi Party in the Lok Sabha, Jalandhar Sushil Kumar Rinku, has been suspended for the remainder part of the monsoon session because he tore up the bill and threw it before the chair.
Well, we heard the Home Minister there. He gave reasoning on which rested primarily on the fact that what the government feels is that the Delhi government is corrupt. He gave instances where the Home Minister was concerned, but this was an all-out political speech as well. It was bitter. It was an attempt to humiliate the Aam Aadmi Party. Two MPs of the Aam Aadmi Party, lone MP in Rajya Sabha, in Lok Sabha today suspended. Earlier it was Sanjay Singh from the Rajya Sabha. I'm connecting to Raghav Chadha from the Aam Aadmi Party, Rajya Sabha MP, joining me on the phone line. Raghav, what do you make of the the Home Minister's speech? It was political. It was at a level also humiliating for the Aam Aadmi Party, Raghav, because he's talked about instances where also the fact that your lone MP right now in Lok Sabha has also been suspended.
Well, I can only say that this is the murder of democracy, where MPs are being suspended left, right and center for raising their voice to save India's democracy and India's constitution. Now today in the Lok Sabha, while the HM was speaking, I think that he let the cat out of the bag. He said that until 2015, everything was all right. And it's only post-2015 that we felt that there is a need to take away all the powers from the government of Delhi. What happened in the year 2015? It is Mr. Kejriwal's government that came into office with the highest ever electoral mandate given to anyone in the country, in India's history. So therefore, he has conceded that this is only...
Raghav, can you hear me? We're going to try and reconnect where Raghav Chadha is concerned, Rajya Sabha MP, Aam Aadmi Party. But what you just heard from the Home Minister, it was a direct attempt to attack the Aam Aadmi Party, the functioning of the Chief Minister of Delhi. He didn't limit himself to the arguments on the merits of the bill, but also made it personal at a level, especially when he spoke of how the Chief Minister uses the Delhi Assembly only to use abusive language against the government or the Prime Minister. Also went on what the government says was a detail of corruption where the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. We're going to once again try and connect to Raghav Chadha, who's on the phone line with us. Rajya Sabha MP, the Aam Aadmi Party has lost two MPs to suspension. Lone MP right now in Lok Sabha, Sushil Rinku as well as Sanjay Singh earlier on was suspended from Rajya Sabha. If we have Raghav Chadha back. All right, we seem to have lost Raghav Chadha's phone line. We're going to dip in to the reaction of the Home Minister when he was tabling the bill, especially the bill now has been cleared by the Lok Sabha comfortably at that brute majority where the NDA is concerned. Up next, in all probability, it would be tabled on Monday in Rajya Sabha. But listen into these reactions and we're going to get you more.
क्या डेमोक्रेसी की चिंता है? तो डेमोक्रेसी की चिंता है तो हर एक बिल महत्वपूर्ण है। हर एक बिल महत्वपूर्ण है। क्या देश की चिंता है? तो किसानों के लिए भी बिल आया, बाकी सारे विषय के लिए भी बिल आए, मगर कोई नहीं आया। साहब, ना डेमोक्रेसी की चिंता है, ना देश की चिंता है, ना जनता की चिंता है। अपने गठबंधन को बचाने के लिए सारे लोग यहाँ आए।
All right, the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has tweeted right after the bill was cleared in the Lok Sabha. Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi Chief Minister, tweets, "People of Delhi stabbed in the back." Prime Minister promised full statehood to Delhi. This is going against the word of the Supreme Court as well. Arvind Kejriwal attacking the government, saying that it is the people of the national capital that have been stabbed in the back by the passage of this bill in Lok Sabha. He's tweeted just a short while back where he's quote tweeted the Bharatiya Janata Party Delhi handle, where he says, "हर बार बीजेपी ने वादा किया था कि दिल्ली को पूर्ण राज्य का दर्जा देगी। 2014 में मोदी जी ने खुद कहा था कि प्रधानमंत्री बनने पर दिल्ली को पूर्ण राज्य का दर्जा देंगे, लेकिन आज इन लोगों ने दिल्ली वालों के पीठ में छुरा खोपा दिया। आगे जैसे मोदी जी की किसी बात पर विश्वास मत करना. All right, that is the Delhi Chief Minister reacting to the passage of the Delhi Services Bill in Lok Sabha. Very easy passage there, brute majority. It will now be tabled in Rajya Sabha. We're going to get your reactions. A quick break.
You are watching India Today.
India Today is at ground zero in Torbang, and the situation is so vulnerable. Simultaneously, there is accusation of using sophisticated weapons, but these young boys risking their lives and using these single barrel gun and double barrel gun.
We love our land and our village, that's why we sacrifice our life.
No one could ever imagine that in a state, in the same country, in the same district, we will ever see such situation which has become a battlefield. And I could say this is a war zone in Manipur.
Grounded in journalism, on the ground reporting, only on India Today TV.
Yes, I think the main trigger that is coming for the correction that we witnessed today is the downgrade by Fitch of the US economy, wherein because of the growing concerns about the way the debt has grown and the way the government there is not able to resolve certain debt related issues in terms of the limits and the overall debt ceiling which is there. There is a sense that maybe there could be some amount of risk because of that, and which has actually triggered off the correction in our markets. I think, Sakshi, we should not overplay or give too much of importance to these kind of developments, because credit rating agencies typically are behind the schedule when it comes to taking any decision in terms of the rating change. And the market is forward looking, so sometimes there can be a knee-jerk reaction because of these kind of developments, but I do not see this necessarily as a reason for a deeper correction for our markets. The interest rates are linked to the rating that the sovereign country gets. Also, many intercorporate transactions are also linked to the credit rating that the corporates have. So to that extent, it has some impact on the interest rates per se. But the market, as I said before, is forward-looking and would have already priced into a great extent, because if you see the 10-year bond yield movement in US, it had already touched about 4. So market was actually anticipating such a move. And I think maybe temporarily you might see the 10-year bond yields really spike up, and to that extent, it would have some negative rub-off on the market. But I do not see this as a major negative for our own markets.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Co-powered by New Hero Zoom. Go big, go Zoom. Gee, there's only one.
Good evening, viewers. You're watching To The Point. On the latest news break coming in, the Delhi Services Bill has been passed comfortably at that where the Lok Sabha is concerned. Also, the Home